People have to be better humans, better human beings. And it doesn't matter if they're police, it doesn't matter if they're an elected official or a reporter.
Could you address what happened Saturday night and the officers who turned their backs on you?
So here's what I'll say about that. By all accounts, Ella French was an incredible person, extraordinarily hardworking, and a great colleague. She exhibited, I think, all the attributes that we really want young people to do, which is dedication, commitment, hard work, service over self, a lot of sacrifice. Her mother said it, that she loved the job. There was a lot of emotion running that night. There were hundreds of officers who were there. I met and talked to many of them. And there was a lot of emotion from a range of the spectrum, from total despair to anger and rage and kind of everything in between. And that's to be expected. This is a really hard loss. A really hard loss for her unit and her team, who are themselves very young and who may be experiencing personal loss for maybe the first time in their lives. So I think that the most important thing is that we honor her service, we support her mom and her brother, and that we pray every day for the other officer who was injured and still hospitalized, and his family. His life will always be marked by that incident. So that's really what I'm focused on.
What about respect for the office? Not just respect for you personally.
Look, I think that's a bigger question. And I appreciate your point. It's not about me. We are living in a time where people don't respect each other. Someone said this to me the other day. Their fear that we've lost our empathy for one another. That we've lost not just the people that are the shooters that seem to have absolutely no regard for the sanctity of life. That is really hard to fathom. You know, I thought a lot about what were the circumstances that led that young man to pull out a gun and shoot to kill uniformed officers, for the Lord's sake. It's hard to wrap your mind around those kind of individual decisions, but we're seeing it every day. But larger than that is this moment where people feel like it is their right to spew hatred at everyone that they don't agree with, or make fun and mock, usually anonymously and cowardly, from social media. Not confronting somebody directly and talking to them, but using the power of the pen and the keyboard to just spew unbelievable hate. So this is a larger question than what may have happened with 10 or 15 officers on Saturday night. It's why do we think it is okay for people to engage in such nasty, vicious talk, orally or worse, on social media, and then have it repeated by media as if it is fact and true. I've said this before, I think the media plays a very important role in our democracy. But you lose me when it's a race to the bottom, and it's all about the fight, and it's all about the conflict. I gotta tell you, some of the reporting I've seen this week is just sickening. We all need to ask ourselves what we can do better to show our people everywhere that we have the capacity to be human beings again. There's a woman who died earlier this summer, and I had the privilege of speaking at her funeral. I talked to several of her friends to get some better insights on her. One who'd done tremendous things to contribute to her community, the Chinatown community notably. She's on her deathbed. She knows her days, and maybe her moments are numbered. But still, she had one wish and aspiration for us, which is that as Chicagoans, we learn to love each other and fall back in love with each other more deeply and stronger than ever. She gave us a gift, and a gift that we dare not squander. So the larger issue is people have to be better humans, better human beings. And it doesn't matter if they're police, it doesn't matter if they're an elected official or a reporter. We need to be better humans to each other.